Assalamu alaikum to everyone who is tuned in today. I am Tawe Hamdani and I'm honored to host this show, which is part of the Ramadan Festival, a campaign by Generation One Migrant Association, Australian Multicultural Communities United, and Aussie Malaysian Television. In the last week, we have virtually visited various Muslim families in Australia, coming from different cultural backgrounds to know and share how they observe the holy month of Ramadan in Australia. Fasting, praying, feasting, and leading up to the Eid celebration as per their culture. It has been a heartwarming experience for us, and I'm sure for the audience. Celebrating culture in Australia, the diversity, the resemblance, religion, customs, and festivity. And for this, we thank the Department of Multicultural Affairs for making this event possible. So with no further ado, I am really honored to introduce our guest today. Hey Susie, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to our online event, Ramadan, and thank you so much for joining us today. So, Susie, would you like to introduce yourself for our audience?
No worries. Assalamualaikum. My name is Susie. I'm a mother of three children. My first born is a boy. He's 26 years old, and my second one is also a boy. He's 22, and then the youngest one is a girl. She's still in high school. She's still turning 18 soon. I'm working in permanent part-time at the Council Nana Wedding, and also I do the makeup artist for hobby, and I've been helping a few of my friends and for wedding engagement and fashion show and a lot of events. And also I'm with the volunteering at the Wasema Cafe, which is in Dandenong, also in Berwick, and also in Narrow Warren. I'm teaching some well-being, like workout. It's high IT or Pilates, or I also volunteering teaching dancing and we call line dance, just for entertainment. And also sometimes I'm volunteering host a cooking show with the
Mashallah.
Wasema as well.
Mashallah, and in the cooking section, we'll have a lot to talk about today. And you are very, very active, mashallah. I see that you're such active and you so many things you're doing at the same time.
Alhamdulillah. I mean, you Allah give you health and some knowledge, and it's better we can share with others.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, tell us that why is Ramadan important to you, and what is the inspiration that you derive from it?
Uh, Ramadan is very important because it's the holy month, which our Prophet get the first of the Quran, and also with Laylatul Qadr, and we get a forgiving. This month, 1,000 month they call. We can ask for gift to Allah, which is we're doing a lot of sin during this year, and then this time we have to
Yes,
random ourselves to get forgiving. So it's very important for me, and also important for my family, because my husband is not born Muslim, so
yeah,
he
he
learning.
converted.
Yes, converted. He learning that, and
Yes.
he also fasting and do
Alhamdulillah.
taraweh, and and my children as well. So it's actually very very good month for the Ramadan. We always look forward, waiting for this month to come in.
Really, really. How do you prepare for Ramadan before it's coming in, and do you change your routine, and how do you go ahead with Ramadan?
Actually, for myself, it's not different because I often do fasting. So
Really,
for me,
in normal days?
fasting, yeah, normal day. Uh, fasting is not hard for for me. Even I have to work, but
Right.
alhamdulillah, I manage. But for my family, it's a different story. Special,
Yeah.
my husband, sometimes he is struggling as well, but he continue to fasting. But sometimes the day had time, he had to break the fasting. And also with this weather, sometimes they got sick. Like my son, he was sick the other day, and alhamdulillah, he went to go to the test. It's negative, but yes, he had to break the fasting. But for me, so far, alhamdulillah, uh, I never break the fasting yet. Not yet. Not yet. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Mashallah.
Yeah,
Mashallah.
yeah.
So, how long you come from Indonesia, and how long have you been here in Australia?
It's roughly about 15 years. We moved
Oh, no,
2000, yes, 2006. The reason we moved for the kid education as well,
right.
because I married an Australian, and when I have the children, that time in my country, we only allowed to have one citizen, which is my son automatically belong to their father uh,
Right.
citizen, yes. But and then after now, it's we can have dual citizen, and we can choose until we 18, you know. And after we 18, we can choose which one you want to be, Australian or Indonesia. But when my children born, it's not mine. They belong to their father. They
Right.
become a yes,
Right.
they whole Australian citizen automatically. Yes.
Right. So, what do you find different in observing Ramadan here in Australia and compared to Indonesia, and how you celebrate here, there, and now that you're here? How do you see it differently? Is there a difference?
Yes, it's very different. Like in my country, because we're living in a village, and every morning when they try wake up people using the how calling it here, they're using some bamboo or sometimes a drum to wake up people to have
Yes.
in the morning. And
Yes.
then
Yes. Yes.
yes, and then a mosque is a lot of mosque, like every like 200 meter maybe is mosque there. So every morning, every Maghrib is always, the people call out to the Adhan. Call to,
Yes.
and then it feel like this is what I miss actually, something like that.
You miss
I
that?
miss a
Yeah.
lot, yes. And then
Yeah.
also, in my country when this Ramadan, people selling food everywhere like a bazaar. Behind my house, the street become like food court.
Yes. Yes.
so so we can
It's common.
just went there and buy food whatever we like and stuff. It's something we like too lazy to cook or something, and then just went outside. We can buy whatever we like. Also, this helping people, like they're selling food, and we help them to buy them.
Yes.
So it's I miss this thing. I really do.
Ramadan is all about charity and sharing things and
Yes,
helping people and giving charity as well.
yes,
And
that's
I
true.
share this experience. I'm from Pakistan, and we have
Ah,
the
okay.
similar
Same the
culture, food
situation.
streets, very
Yes.
similar, mosques and it's very festive, and you don't have to look at the time. You know when the fast is. When you
Yes,
open the fast and it's time to break the fast and as iftar, everybody's in
that's
the
true.
culture. It's on television and it's yeah, everybody's practicing it, but it's a little, what should I say, a little different and quieter in Australia, of course. We are
Yes.
still. So how do you? What's your routine here during a fast, during a day? How do you spend a typical day in Ramadan
Fasting.
fasting?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm working on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, and then while I'm working, when finished, sometimes I went to supermarket get some grocery, and then go home. I start to cook. So I normally cook the easy one. This is the easy to cook for the family. Because I finish like sometimes 3 or 4 o'clock, so I have time to preparing food for my family. And during this Ramadan, I make sure I take some supplement as well to help me.
Right.
Like
To help with it.
vitamin. Yes, some supplement also my children as well, and like light exercise. I normally went to gym, but Ramadan is very difficult, so we do the highlight exercise, and sometimes when I do voluntary, we do a Zoom. Normally, when I do voluntary teaching the exercise, I went to the site, but the
Right.
Ramadan, I have to do it in the Zoom because it's difficult for some people, yes.
And what do you what's the how to keep one healthy during Ramadan? Because I know people who say that they put on weight instead of
Oh,
losing weight
yeah.
in it.
Yes, I actually lose weight during Ramadan. Uh, for me, like I say, when this iftar, I just eat a date. I like a ajwa date. I just take 3 days, have a tea.
Right.
I went and then I go to Solah Maghrib, and after that
Right.
I just have my food, and then by 8 o'clock I have to finish. No more food for me. That's it.
Right. Till the suhoor time the next day.
And then yes, and then in the morning I have breakfast, and mostly because I not often have a big breakfast, so sometimes I just have a date or some porridge or
Hmm?
some cereal, just little thing. But I can't have a big breakfast in the morning.
Yes.
And then drink water. I normally plenty of water is very important for me. So to keep up hydration. Normally I got a headache during like around 12 o'clock because I not enough water. I always forgot
Yes.
drinking water is the problem. So make sure when this break the fasting, I get plenty of water.
In the morning. Yeah, it can be challenging. Yes. Good.
Sorry, my son is coming from work. Hello.
No problem. So, how are your kids managing work life with fasting? It is difficult because in our country, I'm sure this is the case with Australia, that we get limited working hours. The work hours they reduce during Ramadan because everybody is fasting. But I think over here it will be different. You're working on full hours. Do they find it hard? Is it challenging?
Yes, they're very challenging, especially for my second son because he's working in electrician. He's
Right.
doing yes, and sometimes he have to work very hard like the digging or something with the big pipe, and
Right.
sometimes it's too hard. He have to break the you know break the
Yeah.
fasting early. Yeah,
Yeah.
but they try to manage the continue fasting, but
Right.
sometimes it's too hard for them.
Yes, and that's what we want because these are so many questions that we have from other community members in Australia about fasting, especially in Ramadan. They ask so many questions, and they become so curious about Ramadan, and it is very surprising for them that we don't eat or even drink water through the fast, and at times it's difficult to
Yes.
uh, answer those questions. They have so many.
Uh, I working in with the elderly in a concern, and a
Right.
lot of my client like, are you fasting? Yes. No drink, no food, nothing. I really, are you crazy? How you manage that? How you do that? Just a lot of questions are asking me about this. And then
Fasting.
yes, about the fasting thing, how you manage working when fasting, how you do that, and how you not drinking. There's a lot of question, of course. But
So,
I just answer this like, is this good for me, good for my health? Because I love my God.
right.
Because I can't answer they be elderly, and then if I try to explain them, it's very hard for them to understand.
Yes, but there are many benefits of fasting, other than,
Oh yes,
of course, religious and having your faith and spiritual cleansing. There are health
yes,
benefits as well. One, it
yes,
disciplines you. You become in the habit of waking up early, and then you're eating less. Your
yes,
dependency on different foods and different on tea and caffeine and other things that you are really addicted to, it makes you more independent of
that's
that.
true. Yes,
And there are many other health benefits.
it's a lot of benefit, and this is what I said. It's good for the health as well. Like some a factory, if you're working all the time, the factory, like they need to shutting down as well sometimes. It's same like the body. We cannot of course support you to work all the time. We need to like
Absolutely.
the fasting is very helpful for the uh,
Take a break.
yes, take a break. Also, when you do fasting, your body produces we call keto, ketonus,
Yeah.
which is the ketonus is very good for your body to lose weight. Actually. If
Yes.
you if you not like okay, now I finish fasting, you eat and you can eat until the time you go to sleep. That's a different
Yeah.
story.
Yeah. Absolutely. It is important to have that balance there. It is important to have that balance there. So,
Yes.
how do you prepare for the for the feast, for the iftar and for the sahur
For
feast?
the sahur,
Um, yeah.
for sahur, the kids mostly is just have something simple. Sometimes they just drink the chocolate like shake, no milkshake. It's we call it shake like what do you call I said they just drink a shake. Oh,
Smoothie,
I
S-
sorry.
a shake,
It's like
milkshake,
not
or
milkshake, powder like protein powder,
in
like
is
protein powder, and
yeah,
they just mixing with the milk. They just drink that, and
right,
then yes, it's easy, easy. It isn't easy. Sometimes they're lazy to wake up. Like oh, just get this. They're already preparing in the night, and then just
right,
open the fridge and drink that, and then
right,
just waiting for subuh. And
right.
for me, I also have some fruit and a date and maybe toast and maybe some cereal. And for iftar, I normally cooking like now I'm cooking for the next day and I put in a fridge. And sometimes I just when I come from work, I reheat the food I've been cooking, or sometimes I cook fresh. It's easy. Just make something very simple like casserole. I just put everything in a one piece and then just put in the oven and done.
So, do you have any Indonesian cultural dishes part of your feast for your Ramadan menu on iftar and suhoor?
Yes, I do. Like today, I cooking. We call opor ayam. It's sort of like
Okay.
curry, but we call it opor in my country, which is the chicken and egg and tofu. We cooking with a lot of herb and then with the coconut. And then I also make this also from tofu and with the noodle and with a bit brown. And then we steam that and then I fry them. Just to accompany it with the opor. And then also I make rib. I cooking
Right.
some rib.
Ribs.
The rib is for whatever they want to, which one they want to eat.
Right.
So I
Excellent.
don't know if I
And
can make this. I can show you the food.
sure, sure. Please do. Please do.
I can this.
Uh,
Can you see this?
yes.
Uh, cannot see that.
No, it's your video is not showing. If you can, yes, yes.
How I
If you can
can
just flip, flip. Is the camera covered? Just
uh, it's like that. Can you see this?
yes, we can.
So this is if I cooking this opor, what to do is I need to put some coconut later on when the time is for break the fasting, and then
Right.
that one is the tofu thing. I steam them, and then when they are fried later on, and then the rib is still in the oven. I can, if you can smell, it's very delicious.
I'm sure I can. I'm
Yes,
sure it
and
is.
then yes, it's look like this one, the opor. Can you
Right.
see it?
Very delicious. Yeah, it looks very delicious.
Yes, and I cannot. Normally we can swap the camera, but with this one, I difficult. I didn't have any option to swap the camera, so I can show you.
Yes, yes. There is. You can give it a try to swap. Is it covered? The lens? I hope it is not your phone in a cupboard.
Yes, I can that one there to swap. Oh, I don't know which option. Doesn't matter. So yes, I finished cooking this morning and put everything, and just when the time finished, I just excuse me. Yes,
Sure.
and then I'm planning to make some cookie for the Lebaran as well.
Right. And do you? Sorry, we're back. Uh, and and what goes in the menu for the suhoor for your morning feast?
Maybe with the offer will be the for this morning if anyone like it, and then today we might be have a whip. We it's in Indonesia we call
Iga.
iga bakar like a green rib. Yes, it's also popular in my country as well.
Right.
We eating with the rice, and yeah, they love it.
Excellent. And we are also encouraging our viewers who are watching, if they have any questions, we can ask our guests and make them part of this program today, and we encourage them. So now that we are nearing this, Ramadan is almost ending now, and we are expecting Eid maybe on Thursday or Friday, one of the two days. So how do you prepare for that? How is an Eid day at your house?
Yes, it's like we planning to fly at Springvale, and then we have to book. So I was waiting at 9 o'clock because the book is open Saturday 10 o'clock. When we go to fly, we have to register. So I was waiting there this time. I quickly took all my families, five of us, and then my mom and my sister. They come and visit me since last year. They only supposed to be only for 3 months because of COVID, so they stay with me for more than 1 year now. That is very good. I normally I normally go home to my country every Lebaran, Eid, this Eid. But today, of course, we can't. But I'm very happy my mom here and my sister. So yeah, we book. Alhamdulillah, we got the place for Salat Eid on a
Right.
Thursday. Yes, and then I got in a lot of not a lot, like few of my friends give open house they call invite us to coming to their house. So after
Right.
try it, we will visiting one of my friends, and then lunchtime I visiting my other friend. Later on at 4 o'clock, we visiting my other friend also.
Excellent. That's a lot
Oh,
of meetings. Eid
yes,
is a day to
and
socialize. Eid is a day to
that's
meet a lot
true.
of people.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. And then I also preparing. I will cooking traditional food from my country. Kupat, it's from a banana, not banana, coconut leaf. So this
Yes. Yes.
coconut leaf, we put some rice in there. So we
Right.
call kupat, yes, and then
Kupat.
we call, yes, and then with curry and rendang. this is the traditional, like we normally cooking during the Eid. We call it lontong sayur.
Lontong sayur.
Yes, sayur like veggie with, we put veggie and rendang. I'm sure you know rendang. Yeah, rendang,
Rendang. No,
rendang. Yes, it's
it's new for me.
rendang is a beef we cooking with the coconut milk until like
Right.
hours until all the coconut is absorbed to the meat. So
In the
it's,
meat.
it's
That's
yes, very delicious. Yes.
very mouth watering. Mouth
Oh yes,
watering for me.
yes. Lebaran is, I mean, Alhamdulillah, in Indonesia community, they're very, it's like stick together. Every
Yes.
Lebaran, we sort of like, okay, open house in this place, and then we coming bring a set a plate of food as well.
Right.
So
Everybody is. Everybody is contributing. So there are no
yes, contribute.
sweet dishes. No sweet dishes.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
No sweet.
I'm planning to make some sweet dishes. Uh, the name is, how I can call. We cook it from a black gluten rice.
Right. Black rice.
Black rice, but this flour, the gluten rice, a
Right.
flour, and
Right.
I make a cake with that. Yeah.
Right. So
Lot of food.
yes, this is what in most of the Muslim culture. There's a lot of food around Eid. Both the Eids, even in Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha. There's a lot of feasting that goes on during Eid. Because there's also a spirit of sharing and charity that comes with both the Eid,
Yes,
and there's a lesson of sacrifice and understanding each other's pain, the empathy, and uh, keeping the spirit of charity alive.
it's true. We normally do charity at Indonesia, at my country, because a lot of people over there like very needed. And then
Yes,
I also do charity in where my mom came from, Middle Java, also in Indonesia as well. So we
right.
mostly do in a home, yes.
Yes, it's good, and that's good to have to send to help people where you come from, and giving it back to the community that you have come from.
Yes, yes. We attend to do that, like, and with my children, I told them, like, I explain them what we have to do, like, with the salary, and then with the mal or zakat fitrah, and then we also have community, which is everyone. If you want to contribute, you can go to this uh, site and then sharing the money there, and then they will distribute with the people that need as well. So we do have it like this in Victoria too, in the Mesa community.
Yes, there are. I now see a lot of charities which are taking zakat in Australia as well, and even charities people who want to donate during Ramadan. A lot of now organization collecting funds.
Yes, it's good time for to do that. For the charity. I mean, we can charity anytime, anytime, because it's charity is good
Yes, of
anyway.
course. But that since Ramadan is almost spiritually charged, and
Yes,
so a lot of people do the charities, and especially
yes,
the last 10 days, which are the odd nights. Everybody looking for odd nights to pray.
yes. So
Islam
you
is a
also live
religion.
in Melbourne, yeah? In Melbourne as
Yes,
well.
I'm based in Melbourne. Yes, I'm also in
Oh,
Melbourne.
okay. So also in Pakistan they have like same happening with Indonesian, like
Yes,
together.
we this we call it Ramzan there. In Pakistan we call it Ramzan, and it is
Okay,
very festive. The routine, it just changes. We have limited working hours, and everybody is
okay,
fasting. All the restaurants, they stay open till Sehri. They open they open by 3 or 4, and they stay open till Sehri.
okay.
Uh, and then every city has a different culture. Karachi is the most festive. They have a lot of nightlife. Lahore is again very vibrant, and Islam. So every
Interesting. Yeah.
city has different cultures and their food, and they're what we call langars, and it's
Ah,
open for
like this.
everyone. Langar, yeah,
I see.
it's a massive feast, and it's
Ah,
free for people who want to take. And
want to eat? Oh,
yes, free for, and a lot of masses they come in, and people are coming in, and their iftar dinners and their sehri get-togethers
yes.
in the culture. So in Pakistan, it's very
It's,
happening in the month of
it's
Ramadan.
a lot of Muslim in Pakistan. Yeah.
Majority, it's a Muslim country. Yes,
Majority Muslim, all Muslim. Okay. Same like in
it's all
Indonesia, this majority is a Muslim. Yes,
yes.
same thing.
Look, Pakistan, we have other ethnicities as well. We have other religions as well, and
Yes.
but majority is it's a Muslim majority country, Pakistan.
Uh,
Yeah,
and
now
then they normally same like in my country. No, we normally have two different Lebaran. Some part here on this day, another the another days. Always every year complete. Always have two different Lebaran because we have like we call and two or the other. We have the other Muslim. It's the same thing like in Pakistan. There's every year the same date or always different.
Eid.
Like
You're talking about the Eid.
Muhammadiyah and something. Yes,
The Eid. Are you talking about the Eid? The
yes,
difference in Eid?
different.
Yes, yeah, because the moon sighting can be difficult at times. So
Yes,
yes, but last year was good. This year we're also hearing that there'll be one day of Eid. That nobody's celebrating it differently. In moon sighting.
yes. Always is different. But look like this month, this year, Indonesian also said on Thursday, same thing with Malaysia, Australia. So
Yeah.
just cross the finger.
Inshallah, inshallah, and we because we have to also integrate in the community and welcome other members, non-Muslim members of the
Yes,
Australian community to come and understand. I'm sure
yes.
there there are views today, and open ourselves and open our cultures to, because we have so
Okay.
much to share. Ramadan
Yes,
itself, there's so many cultures. There's Pakistani, then there's Indonesian, and then there's
that's true.
Malaysian,
Yes.
Turkish, Arab. So many different dishes, so many different cuisines. There's so much to share.
It's what I love living in Australia because so many different backgrounds and I can
Yes,
try any different food in here. And with the nikah we call wasema, it's like a sort of multicultural. I meet people from Afghanistan, Pakistan, there's a lot there too, Chinese, Malaysian, Vietnam, and then sometimes when we have like a feast, they come and bring the food, so you can try
yes.
the food.
Try
Yes,
every cultures. Yes,
yes,
absolutely,
yes, yes,
absolutely. That's a lot of fun. That is a
yes.
lot of fun. And
It's very enjoyable. Yes,
Islam is a religion of which has a lot of focus on community building and
yes,
humanity, and they say that a Muslim in faith is your brother, and if not, then he's a member, he's a fellow human being. So there's a lot of community building emphasized in Islam, and it's a religion of peace and prosperity for everyone.
yes, very good. Also, in the Indonesia community, we have like the catering, Muslim catering, for people is converted or to learning Islam, to learn more. So we have catering for that as well. And then also, uh, some imam, not imam, like this member of Halam Mosque. Sometimes
Right.
they're going around to visiting their brother and sister. So sometimes they coming to my house. Mostly everyone coming here and then just talking about the Islam and something. Because my husband often going to Halam Mosque, so he get familiar with them. Yeah. So
Excellent.
it's very
This
good
is
to spread as we spread the Muslim, spread Islam.
yes, this message of love and peace and what Islam is all about. We must spread it and open our houses like we did. That we're trying to do with this campaign is that we want to open our, share the festivities of Ramadan and other religions as well, other festivities, and see that there's so much things which people can learn from, and there's so much things which are common between different communities, and there's a lot to learn. So we just have about 5 more minutes to go. Susie, is any message for our audience that you want to give and share before we leave?
Uh, what I say, just stay healthy because when you're healthy, you can finish your fasting, and then to drink plenty of water. And I hope in this Ramadan, make the Ramadan is still finished. And mohon maaf, because can I talk in my country, Indonesian?
Sure,
Mohon
sure, please,
maaf.
please,
Yes,
please go,
mohon
please go ahead.
mohon maaf, lahir dan batin. It's like please forgive the soul and forgiving. And yes, that's it. No much I can say. Just be healthy and do the fasting and do the and mohon maaf lahir dan batin.
Excellent, excellent. And I, on behalf of my whole team, thank you so much for your time. And
No problem.
it was a lovely experience conversing with you, and we had such wonderful dishes to see.
just,
And
just I'll be happy to give us all to try.
absolutely, we would love to. One day, let's have that
Yes,
arrange an event where everybody, all of us, can get together and
yes,
share our
that would be good. Yes.
cultural
We do
dishes
that
together.
many times. Yes, that's a very, very great idea to sharing the culture of food and the
Absolutely.
story, the background. Yes,
Yes, Susie, thank you so much, and we really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time and
no problem.
sharing your life with us.
Pleasure.
And I hope that this Eid brings a lot of happiness and blessings to you and all of us and to our viewers. And thank you so much, whoever is watching. On
No,
behalf of my whole team, I wish you the very best of luck. And thank you for my support team, Divya Bharti, who was in the background. You see all this happening. It's her show. She's in the background. I thank her very much for her efforts. Thank you so much. And thank you and Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.